How's it going? Rich Teller here. Definitely not Tom Peter Gillespie and definitely not Bitman360. And I can actually prove it. Come with me. See? There's Tom doing his thing at the same time. Concrete proof that it's not me. I think that puts the argument to rest whether or not Tom is actually a British dude living in Sweden. Anyway, today is the 7th of September, which marks the end of Tom's hex stake, and I've just concluded that this morning, and it gave him, I think it was about 14.3% yield, which worked out to like another 1,600 hex or something. So that's finally concluded, which means I have the remaining footage that I'll use in the movie, obviously, to conclude that part of the story. The film itself I've edited, I'd say it's 70 to 80% ready. Obviously there's a process that I've got to move it through, and I don't want to move it through that process until I'm totally sure that the story is in order and being told in a way that is of use. Which means that I have been working over and over, developing the 6X structure and breaking it down further and further into smaller chunks that can help me tell the story in a clear way that people can hook into, that are not, necessarily crypto people. So in the last episode, I asked you guys to vote for the final title of the film, and although the Twitter poll had Staking Dick's Cheese win, this poll that I'm going to take more seriously, because obviously you guys have been in on the whole thing for the last year. Hexicans and the time value of money remains, so it looks like that'll be the final title, and makes perfect sense, as it did when I first sort of came up with it as a working title a year ago. And in the last month, August, the final month of summer here in Europe, obviously wanted to spend a bit more time in the sunshine because Swedish winters are fucking harsh. But that said, we did launch Bitjoin TV, which is a 24/7 live stream that we hope to sort of develop in tandem with the growing Film 3 segment off the back of my work with Crypto Movie Club that I started 2 months ago, and looking to try to see if I can bring those two together to do more of what we were doing in the past, which is essentially talking to founders and people that are bringing products and services into this world and what they believe about the future and how they add value, etc. Trying to steer away from the more sort of news. I think the crypto news segment is oversaturated, so we won't go down that road. I think we ought to go more down the sort of culture, so that's where film content producers in the space that are doing something different and interesting rather than just reading headlines is the way to go. But we'll see how that develops, and if you have something you want to collaborate with in terms of Bitjoin TV, then email me, info@bitjoinstudios.com, and we'll see if we can't figure out something together. All in all, the film has cost about 10 grand US, and with the crash and everything that's been happening, and I've obviously had to start to go. I've gone out and done. I've started to go out again and sort of hustle and try to get some video production work in. So if you know of anybody that needs video production, both post and pre, basically the whole end to end, just again hit me up. That's through my own private company at telephoto.com. My thing is marketing. Documentary sort of shorts, micro documentary marketing is my niche. I don't personally like asking for handouts, and that's why I'm asking for work instead. Again, anything to do with video production, obviously it's a lot easier with post-production being remote. Those of you that have supported the production by pre-ordering or donating, or even just sharing Tom's content online, big thanks to you for that. Also, big thanks to everybody that has partaken in this production voluntarily. If I can figure out a way to make a decent studio DAO that actually is worthy of existing, you guys will be the first to be invited, and I promise there won't be an obscure token that you have to get in order to buy some other obscure art that gives you access. I still personally don't believe in locking up your artwork behind paywalls. I think we can do better. I think we can find a better solution, because otherwise it just feels like Web 2, to be honest. Right on, this probably is the last vlog, I assume. There may be one more before I publish the film. Those of you that did buy the film, did pre-order it, obviously you're going to get first dibs when it's ready, and I'll email you guys the file along with whatever behind the scenes or deleted scenes or anything like that that is relevant or additional. And after that, I'm still in two minds whether to continue to try to monetize this film via traditional distribution channels or my own, like I tried with the fake influencer. I think the first film was a bit difficult because obviously it's my first, but maybe this second film with a dedicated sort of price to stream it, which essentially is a paywall. Anyway, thanks for joining, and tell a friend to sign up at hexdocumentary.com if you think they might enjoy this film.